So welcome all of you to the today's session. So today we are going to talk about very important topic, secondary treatment of wastewater. So before we discuss the secondary treatment of wastewater, just go through this. Secondary treatment of wastewater. So before we discuss the secondary treatment of wastewater, just go through this. Secondary treatment of wastewater. So before we discuss the secondary treatment of wastewater, just go through this. Okay, retrospecting that last class we discussed about screens, grid chamber, grid chamber, skimming tank, and primary clarifier. Okay, that means we discussed about primary treatment of wastewater. So let us see in this class secondary treatment of wastewater. So this and all something belongs to primary treatment of wastewater. Okay, screens, grid chamber, skimming tank, primary clarifier, their designs and all we saw last class. Now let us see secondary treatment of wastewater. So most of the BOD present in wastewater, BOD means biodegradable matter present in wastewater removed at secondary treatment. So actually secondary treatment is aimed to achieve remove soluble BOD present in water, that is biodegradable organic matter suspended in colloidal and dissolved form, that is removed by secondary treatment. So secondary treatment is aimed to biodegradable organic matter present in colloidal and dissolved form, that's called soluble BOD. Okay, so soluble BOD of wastewater we can remove by two methods. One is physicochemical treatment methods, or second by biological treatment methods. Biological treatment methods are economical. Biological treatment is economical, but it can only treat wastewater whose BOD by COD is greater than or equal to 0.6. That is biodegradable waste. So therefore domestic wastewater treated, domestic secondary treatment for domestic wastewater means it is biological treatment only. Physicochemical treatment methods are expensive. So where biological treatment cannot be employed, then only we employ physicochemical treatment methods. So physicochemical treatment methods are expensive. is expensive, but it can treat any kind of waste. Any type of waste. Okay? Therefore, waste which cannot be treated biologically, that waste only treated by physicochemical treatment methods. Only such waste is treated by physicochemical treatment methods. That is BOD by COD value less than 0.6, then we employ physicochemical treatment. So domestic wastewater, BOD by COD is greater than 0.6. Therefore, it is comfortably treated by biological treatment methods. So throughout the world, whenever we talk about domestic wastewater, by default it is secondary treatment, means by default it is biological treatment. So for domestic waste, BOD by COD value is greater than 0.6. Therefore, it is treated by biological treatment. Biological treatment methods. Okay? So we talk about biological treatment. In biological treatment, what we do is microorganisms are employed to purify the waste. So in biological treatment, what we do? Complex organic matter fed to microorganisms. We employ microorganisms to remove BOD from wastewater, because microorganisms are looking for food, so they get their food. We are looking for getting rid of the biodegradable matter, we get rid of the biodegradable matter. So both of us achieve our respective objectives. Therefore, biological treatment employs microorganisms. Microorganisms to remove biodegradable matter. Biodegradable organic matter present in wastewater. So there are two types of biological treatment. One is aerobic biological treatment, another one is anaerobic biological treatment. Second is anaerobic biological treatment. Okay. In aerobic biological treatment, we use aerobic organisms. So wastewater is fed to aerobic microorganisms because these microorganisms are aerobic in nature. They also require oxygen. Oxygen also supplied. Wastewater fed to aerobic microorganisms along with oxygen. Then that complex matter present in that wastewater converted into microorganisms convert into simple end products, carbon dioxide and ammonia, and they also derive energy. So energy they use for their growth. So these are simple and stable end products which are not objectionable to anybody. So complex wastewater converted into simple and stable end products. This complex wastewater fed to microorganisms as a food. It acts as a food. So they are looking for food and oxygen. They get their food and oxygen and they convert that complex matter into simple and stable end products which are not at all objectionable to anybody. Okay? In anaerobic biological treatment, so complex organic matter fed to anaerobic microorganisms as a food. And they convert this complex matter into methane and carbon dioxide and energy. Energy for the growth of microorganisms, and methane and carbon dioxide complex matter convert into simple and stable end products. These are simple and stable end products which are not at all objectionable to anybody. So the end product of aerobic decomposition is carbon dioxide and ammonia. Anaerobic decomposition is methane and carbon dioxide. But aerobic biological treatment happens very fast. Anaerobic biological treatment occurs slowly. Aerobic biological treatment occur very fast but produce huge biomass in the form of sludge. Note 1, this is. Note 2. anaerobic biological treatment takes its own time. That means it's slow. But no much biomass is produced. So wastewater fast treated and disposed. Disposed by aerobic biological treatment methods and sludge produced treated by anaerobic biological treatment. So sludge treatment is always anaerobic method of treatment. Wastewater treatment is always aerobic method of treatment. Wastewater fast treated and disposed by aerobic biological treatment. Sludge treated anaerobic biological treatment method. It takes its own time. So sludge also not produced every day. Once in a while we get sludge. Therefore even it takes more time also, no problem. So wastewater treatment is always aerobic biological treatment. Not always, you can also treat anaerobically, depends on the time. Usually aerobic biological treatment and sludge treatment is anaerobic biological treatment. Understood? These are the basics of secondary treatment. Hi, good afternoon, all of you. Arjun, Ankit, nice to see you back. One more guy missing, Dr. Israr, missing. Am I confusing you? Wastewater fast we treat and dispose by biological treatment method, aerobic biological treatment, and sludge we treat anaerobically. So sludge treatment is mean generally anaerobic, wastewater treatment is generally aerobic. Doesn't mean that always treated wastewater aerobically, sludge treated anaerobically, not like that. You can treat wastewater anaerobically, you can also treat sludge aerobically. But why we don't go for anaerobic treatment of wastewater? Takes time. Why we don't treat sludge by aerobic method? Again it produces sludge. So to get rid of the sludge, again some more sludge is produced. So it become never ending process. So we want to end it once for all. So to end this sludge problem once for all, usually we go for anaerobic biological treatment. Okay? Understood? Arjun and Ankit Kumar. Let us see now. Aerobic biological treatment of wastewater. Aerobic biological treatment methods. So there are two ways you can treat wastewater aerobically. Treatment of wastewater. Either by 1. Activated sludge process, or by trickling filters. Any one you can use, not both of them. You can use trickling filters, or you can also use activated sludge process. But at present, popular is activated sludge process. Doesn't mean that you always go with activated sludge process. You can also think of trickling filters. Earlier, they used to carry out this biological treatment of wastewater by using trickling filters. Now, activated sludge process is more employed in practice. Therefore, both of them are important for exam point of view. So, without wasting time, let me start activated sludge process. In shortcut, we write it as ASP. In exam also they will give ASP. ASP stands for activated sludge process. Clear now? In both of the cases, what we are doing is, we are feeding microorganisms food. Food we are feeding to microorganisms. Right? We are arranging feast to microorganisms. Feast. We are giving party to microorganism, food party to microorganism. So when you are hosting a feast to microorganisms, there are two ways you can host the feast. Suppose nowadays in marriages, they offer feast, isn't it? Marriage function, you go there, the host give feast to the guest. Whoever come for marriage, they'll be given food. So there are two ways they arrange it. Food arrangement. One is buffet type of feeding the food. Other one is old type, conventional type. So people occupy and they occupy comfortably at one place and food is served to them. In one case, we go offer food. In other case, food go after us. Exactly same way. Activated sludge process and trickling filter also. One is buffet type of offering food to microorganisms. The other one is old method of offering food to microorganisms. Understood now? In buffet party, in any marriage function, so feast will be given. Feast means food is offered to the guest. So one is, so organisms means in marriage functions, human beings chase food. In some other thing, food chase organisms. So this is buffet type of party. This is old type, conventional type of arranging food. So exactly same way, this is activated sludge process, this is trickling filters. In activated sludge process, microorganisms chase the food and enjoy the food, absorb the food and carry out necessary bioconversions. Right? Whereas trickling filters, organisms comfortably remain at one place and food is taken to the organisms and we ask the organisms to enjoy the food. That's called old type of method of arranging feast. Okay? In either case, we are hosting a party to microorganisms, food party. We are offering food to microorganisms. Either you can offer buffet lunch or old type of thing. If you go to hotel and restaurant also, sometimes you order food, you sit at one place, you just order food, then hotel people serve you food. Food comes to you, you need not go anywhere. In buffet party, not like that. Food is kept at one place, you will take the plate, you will go around the food and you pick the food and you will eat the food, whichever you like. Exactly same way. Activated sludge process is something like a buffet party. Trickling filter is something like a old type, conventional type of offering food. Understood now? Arjun and Anil Kumar, last class you were asking doubt to me. So activated sludge process works on the principle of suspended culture system. suspended culture system. That is, in this process, microorganisms chase food, chase and absorb food. And their growth also occur in suspension. And they grow in suspension by deriving energy. Energy will get no energy for their growth. If you eat food, you will get energy. That's why it's called suspended culture system. In buffet type of party, something like a buffet party. So, when you go to buffet feast, right? Two things are required now. One is the marriage function, the bride and groom stand at one place, collect the gift from the guest. Then once they collect the gift from the guest and guests are shown the lunch room or dinner room or whatever it may be, food room otherwise. Okay? So food room is at a different place, gifts are collected from the guest at one place. Exactly same way here also. So activated sludge process employs two units. One is aeration tank, other one is secondary clarifier or secondary sedimentation tank. This is important. Okay? Aeration tank. Aeration tank is nothing but a rectangular tank. It is a rectangular tank provided with a oxygen supply arrangement, that is surface aerator. So supplying oxygen externally. So food is there. Microorganisms are exposed to food and oxygen in aeration tank. It is a rectangular tank where microorganisms are exposed to food and oxygen. Food and oxygen. So they get their food, they get their oxygen while passing through aeration tank. That's all. Rectangular tank it is. So there is a provision to supply oxygen externally. So surface aerator is provided. To supply oxygen externally. Okay. Second one is secondary clarifier. So after enjoying the food, microorganisms need little rest. After having heavy lunch, you try to sleep. How many of you sleeping? Now 4 o'clock class means what? You will get heavy sleep, right? You will have lunch at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Then after immediately class means what? In the class you start sleeping, isn't it? Most of the time in the colleges you sleep now, the afternoon session, after having heavy lunch. Exactly, microorganisms also. Secondary clarifier is nothing but secondary sedimentation tank. So, microorganisms from wastewater are separated. Microorganisms are separated from wastewater effluents by settling them form of sludge, at secondary clarifier. Okay. Then once they settle down as a sludge, the wastewater is disposed in the form of sludge prior to disposal of effluents. So once they settle down, you can dispose your effluents. For that purpose, we employ secondary clarifier. That's all, nothing will be there. So understood, Ankit Kumar and Arjun? Israr is not there today. If anybody having his number, call him, okay? Dr. Israr is missing. Okay, so let us see. If you understand that concept, then you can better solve numericals using this one. So it contains two units. One is called aeration tank. The other one is called secondary clarifier. Okay. This diagram is very, very important. Understood? That's all. This aeration tank, this is secondary clarifier. So oxygen is supplied from top. It's called surface aerator. This is oxygen supply. Food is there in the form of wastewater. So what we supply externally? Oxygen we supply. Okay. So this is aeration tank. This one is secondary clarifier. In aeration tank, microorganisms are in which form? Suspended form. They are just like suspended solids. Okay, they behave like a suspended solids. Microorganisms literally they suspend in water. There's a purpose of providing surface aerator. Even they try to relax here, but surface aerator, turbulence caused by the surface aerator doesn't permit them to relax. So therefore they keep on moving. So once they move into secondary clarifier, these organisms settle down as a sludge. These organisms settle down and reach bottom of this tank as a sludge. So what is this? Sludge. We call it as biomass because they are living organisms. So here we are applying Q amount of wastewater. So this much amount of waste is disposed. This is effluent to disposal. This is effluent to disposal. Here influent is applied. So this effluent from primary treatment become influent to secondary treatment. Okay. So here Q amount of wastewater with BOD YI applied into V volume of aeration tank with concentration of organisms Bx. Out of this, QE amount of effluent disposed, not all organisms settle down, some organisms escape also. The organisms escape are XE with BOD Y. All of the food is not consumed, some food they left unused also, that is gone out. Okay, and some organisms settle down at bottom as a sludge. So this sludge is withdrawn from here. So QU amount of sludge with concentration XU withdrawn. Out of that, QR amount of sludge is taken back to process and QW amount of sludge go to treatment. This sludge is here now. This will go to treatment, sludge to treatment. This is called waste sludge. Waste sludge to treatment. So portion of the sludge is recycled and portion of the sludge is returned back to process. Why it is returned back to process, you have to understand. That was the concept. Okay? Understood now? Only two things, aeration tank, secondary clarifier. Clear, Ankit Kumar? Arjun, you are asking. Here sludge is recycled, sludge, not wastewater. Sludge is settled there, recycled back to process. Arjun. Hello, Mr. Arjun. Okay, I'll write the terms here. So this total process is around these terms only. So Q is equal to waste influent flow rate. Flow rate of the influent or flow rate of the wastewater. YI is known as influent BOD. BOD means by default it is 5-day BOD only. Right? So V is known as volume of aeration tank. It is a rectangular tank, no? Volume is equal to L into B into H. Sludge is not treated in activated sludge process. Only wastewater is treated. First, listen. I have not completed. X is equal to mixed liquor suspended solids. It's called mixed liquor suspended solids. In shortcut, we write it as MLSS. Sometimes we also take it as MLVSS. MLVSS means mixed liquor volatile suspended solids. Okay. Then QE is equal to effluent flow rate of effluent. How much effluent is disposed? And XE is equal to MLSS of the effluent MLSS. And Y is equal to effluent BOD. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 13 terms total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And concentration XU, it is also here and it is also here. Okay? Next is QU. QU nothing but underflow rate. So what is withdrawn from the bottom of the sedimentation tank? Secondary clarifier, sludge, which is nothing but sludge flow rate. Okay? XU is equal to MLSS in sludge. Okay? Q, XU. Next, what else is there? QW. Waste sludge flow rate. How much sludge is taken to treatment? This waste sludge go to treatment. I don't know here. This will go to treatment. The sludge is treated separately, not in the activated sludge process. That is treated elsewhere. Waste sludge to treatment. Waste sludge flow rate this is. Next, QR. QR is where? Here. This QR is nothing but rate of return sludge. Rate of return sludge. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2 terms repeated, 13 total. So this whole process is around 13 terms. Sludge is not treated at activated sludge process. Activated sludge process only deal with wastewater. Sludge is produced in wastewater treatment. That sludge is treated further by sludge treatment. Sludge treatment is different. Wastewater treatment at activated sludge process is different. Activated sludge process never ever treat any sludge. Understood? Ankit Kumar? Now listen carefully how the system works. Ankit Kumar, type there. Understood or not? Confusing still. Ankit Kumar, type there. Whether it is clear to you or not, let me know. Okay. Now listen, Ankit Kumar. So after treating wastewater at primary treatment, the effluent from primary treatment become influent to secondary treatment. So effluent from primary treatment still contain, right, soluble BOD. To remove that BOD, we treat wastewater at secondary treatment. So this wastewater is put into aeration tank. So Q amount of effluent with BOD YI put into aeration tank. So here microorganisms are in suspension. Microorganisms at entry point, so they trace a food component. Then what they do, as soon as they trace a food component, here wastewater is keep on moving from inlet to outlet of the aeration tank. When wastewater is keep on moving from inlet to outlet of wastewater to that aeration tank, what organisms thought is, they anticipate that food is going away from them. So in order to eat the food, they start chasing the food. They start chasing the food and eating, chasing and eating, chasing and eating. So by the time it reaches to half of the length of the aeration tank, half of the food is exhausted. By the time it reaches to the exit of the aeration tank, that is outlet of the aeration tank, there is no more food is available. Therefore, organisms start starving and die. Most of them die. Not all of the organisms die at a time. Some of them die, some of them still survive. So those dead organisms and as well as live organisms, they are called cells. Dead cells and as well as live cells put into secondary clarifier. There both of them will settle down as a sludge. Suspended solids. They are exactly like a suspended solids. If you allow them to settle down in the secondary clarifier, they happily settle down and reach the bottom of the sedimentation tank. So the sludge contain both live cells and as well as dead cells. Some organisms are died, some organisms still with great difficulty survive. They are about to die. At any moment they die. So sludge contain both live cells and as well as dead cells. So what happens? You keep on applying the food, but organisms already left the process. There is no more organisms are there in aeration tank. They already left the process. Isn't it? Organisms are not like intelligent like human beings. If they stay back at inlet, they can enjoy the food uninterruptedly. But they don't have that much knowledge, that much idea. So what they think is, they think that food is going away from them. They start chasing the food, right? And pushing themselves into difficult situation. By the time they reaches the half of the length of the sedimentation tank, fight happens between them. Only strong organisms get food, weak organisms they don't get food, they starve and die. By the time it reaches to outlet, even the strongest organisms also, because of not having food, they start dying. So most of the organisms they die. Still, not all of the organisms at a time die. Some organisms survive with great difficulty. The organisms which survive with great difficulty and as well as dead cells, both of them settle down as a sludge. But what we need to do here, that aeration tank, we are continuously applying the food, but we need to maintain that X value constant. The concentration of microorganisms should be constant in the process. What is that X value? Nothing but concentration of microorganisms. This is nothing but concentration of microorganisms. This we have to maintain constant. Influent BOD is nothing but food offered. right? This is food remained. Understood? Food offered is yi. Food remained in the waste is yi. Still some amount of food. See now, when your mom serves food to you, all of the each and every food grain you can't eat. Some of the some of the things present in the food you keep in the plate like this. You throw it out. Curry leaves, this, that, and all, isn't it? So all of the food, every grain we don't eat. So food remained. This is food consumed is how much? The difference between food offered and food remained. Yi minus y is food consumed. Concentration of microorganisms x. So x concentration of microorganism consuming yi minus y amount of food. So we have to maintain that x constant. See now, you invite people for lunch. You invite 1,000 people for lunch, right? But only 200 people turn up. Then what happens? Food is prepared for 1,000, only 200 turn up. Food is wasted. Exactly same thing. Already organisms left the process. You keep on applying the food. Food is available but no organisms. Therefore what you need to do? You have to bring organisms externally, outside. Where is that outside organisms? In the sludge. Sludge contains live cells. Those live cells are completely deactivated. Deactivated means they are about to die. They are literally on the death stretch. They are about to die. In few more hours, they may leave this world. They are counting their final time. They are listening Bhagavad Gita. They are listening Quran. They are listening Bible. They are listening Gurudwara, whatever it may be. That holy scriptures. They are about to die. They are literally on death stage. In few more hours they die. So organisms which are about to die because of not having food, not having oxygen at a secondary clarifier, at the bottom of the secondary clarifier, portion of that sludge is taken back to process, right, and exposed once again to food and oxygen. Because the organism deactivated live cells present in the sludge, taken back to process, once again they are exposed to food and oxygen. So once you expose them to food and oxygen, what happens? The person who is about to die due to starvation, due to hunger and starvation, you offer a chicken biryani to him. How you feel? He has got greatest gratitude towards you. He dance and eat, and whatever you say, he listen to you. Whatever work you given to him, he will do it. Isn't it? Because he has highest gratitude to you because you saved his life. His life is important for him, isn't it? By giving food in time. So timely food you are arranged because of your help, he has survived. Therefore, he is highest gratitude towards you. Same way, the deactivated live cells present in the settled sludge at secondary clarifier, which are about to die, portion of that sludge is taken back to process. Once again, we expose them to food and oxygen. So by exposing them to food and oxygen, that trigger the growth again. That is how we maintain concentration of organisms constant throughout the process. Not all of the sludge you take. If you take all of the sludge, what happens again? You prepared food for 1,000, then again 2,000 will suddenly appear in the process. So food is available only for 1,000, but food demand is here for 2,000. Therefore again what happens? Fight happens between them. They fight for food and they will die again. So therefore food should not be too high, food should not be too low. When you invite 1,000 people, you should prepare food for at least 900 people. So assuming that 100 people, they don't turn up for the function, that is a good. So you invite 1,000 people, you prepare food for 200. You invite 1,000 people, you cook food for 1,500. Food is unnecessarily wasted in either case, isn't it? So that should not be the case. So same way here also, properly we need to arrange food. Therefore, portion of the sludge only sufficient. Entire sludge you take, again you can't meet their demand. That much food is not available in aeration tank, again they will die. So that is not good. So organisms should not die, they remain active. That's why it's called activated sludge process. Understood now? Arjun? Arjun understood? You only asking me sludge, why recycle, sludge, recycle, why recycle? To maintain concentration of X constant in the aeration tank throughout its operation. Because treatment we carry out 24 hours in a day, all throughout the day, all throughout the year. Round the clock, all throughout the year we treat the waste. Therefore, throughout the treatment, X value to be maintained constant. To maintain that X value constant, portion of the sludge is taken back to process. See now, you want to convert milk into curd, so a drop of curd is required, isn't it? So when you boil the milk, all microorganisms you can destroy. So again you require microorganisms to convert milk into curd. So where from you can get that curd? Outside. Yesterday's leftover curd become today's seeding. That's called seeding. So that little curd drop that contains so much amount of lactobacter which will trigger the growth of many more lactobacter. Then they perform the job of converting milk into curd. Exactly same way, aeration tank is a milk bowl. Then this XU concentration is curd drop. So small amount of curd drop if we put into large milk bowl, then how the total convert into curd, total milk convert into curd. Exactly same way, small amount of XU taken back to process that trigger the growth of large amount of organisms. Understood now? Okay then. That's why it's called activated sludge process. Deactivated live cells present in the sludge once again activated by taking them back to process to trigger the growth of new cells. That's why it's called activated sludge process. Now design parameters. From this only you will get questions in the exam. So if you understand that concept, then you can easily design. These are design parameters of ASP. First parameter is food to microorganisms ratio. Food to microorganisms ratio. It is the mass of food absorbed by mass of organisms in the process. It is called F/M ratio. So F/M ratio is nothing but mass of food absorbed by the mass of organisms. How much food enjoyed by the organisms? Mass of organisms is V into X. So substitute Q in meter cube per day, YI and YE in milligram per liter, volume in meter cube, X in milligram per liter. Suspended solids, no, microorganisms are in suspension, behave like a suspended solids. So this cancel out, this cancel out. You left with 1 by day. The unit of F/M is 1 by day, or we write it as day inverse. So normally F/M ratio is 0.2 to 0.4 day inverse we provide in the design of activated sludge process. This you need not remember. So in the for exam point of view, whenever F/M is given, you are expected to find out volume of aeration tank. So whenever volume of aeration tank is given, right, you are expected to find out F/M. There in matrix. So for a given volume, then you are expected to find out F/M. So this kind of questions they will ask in exam. So whenever F/M is given, you are expected to find out volume of aeration tank. Whenever volume of aeration tank is given directly or indirectly, you are expected to find out F/M. Understood now? Arjun and Ankit Kumar. That is first parameter. Second parameter is mean cell residence time. It is called MCRT, denoted by theta c. Mean cell residence time. People also call it as sludge age. Mean means average, cell means microorganism, residence time means remain active, maintain life. So average life of microorganisms is known as average lifespan of microorganisms. This is called mean cell residence time. Some people call it as sludge age. All of one and same. So mean cell residence time is defined as it is mass of solids in the process to mass of solids wasted per day. The ratio between mass of solids in the process to mass of solids wasted. Mass of solids in process. Process means aeration tank. Wasted per day. It's called mean cell resident time. So you will get answer in days. So and so days you will get. Mass get cancelled, you will left with days. So mean cell residence time theta c. Come on, mass of solids in the process. What is that? V into X. Mass of solids wasted. Two places you are wasting solids. Where one is here, one is here. QW into XU and QE into XE. Therefore it is QW into XU plus QE into XE. You can also write it as, since QE is equal to Q minus QW. Flow balance, right? If right, flow in is equal to flow out. If you take, then if you take flow in is equal to flow out. So two places flow is out. In is Q, QE and QW. Two places only out. So flow out is only from two places here. QE, QW. Flow in is Q, flow out is these two places. This is going back to process again. So therefore, QW, QE can be written in terms of, therefore QE is equal to Q minus QW also you can write. So if you write in terms of that one, you can also write mean cell residence time theta C is equal to, it is V into X by, this is very popular form of writing that, Q minus QW into XE. Q can be written in terms of Q and QW. So V to be substituted in meter cube, X in milligram per liter, QW and X values meter cube per day into milligram per liter. So meter cube get cancelled, milligram get cancelled, you get answer in days. So that you get answer in days. So normally mean cell residence time, the average life of microorganisms in process varies anywhere between 4 to 15 days. They live and do the job perfectly for 15 days. Like average life of human being 60 years, something like that. It doesn't mean that all will die at exactly 60th day. Some will survive beyond 60 years. Some will survive, some will die before 60 years only. Average life I am talking. Exactly same way 4 to 15 days is the average life of microorganisms. Some organisms may survive beyond 15 days. Some organisms may die before 4 days also. It all depends. Okay. So this also, these two, first two are very, very important parameters to design activated sludge process. These two are very, very important design parameters. Remaining parameters are so simple and so easy, they are bonus for you. Remaining parameters are, one is aeration period. How long wastewater is supplied with oxygen? Nothing but detention time. So as long as wastewater remain in aeration tank, that much time period oxygen is supplied to organisms. So aeration period is nothing but detention time. Not exactly we call detention time, it's called aeration period. Volume of aeration tank by flow rate. Okay. Volume of aeration tank is L into B into H by flow rate. So meter cube by meter cube per hour we will get hours. So normally aeration period vary anywhere between 4 to 8 hours. Then BOD removal efficiency. BOD removal efficiency. Efficiency of BOD removed otherwise. So BOD removed by BOD applied into 100 will give efficiency. Efficiency is equal to output by input. What is output to BOD removed? What is input to BOD applied? It is BOD removed by BOD applied. So BOD removed is how much? Removed YI initial BOD, YE is final BOD by initial BOD into 100. So efficiency is equal to BOD removed by BOD applied into 100. So which is equal to YI minus YE by YI into 100. Understood now? This and all petty things easily you can work out. So concentration in minus concentration out by concentration in into 100. Okay. So efficiency normally activated sludge process we remove BOD 85% to 95% BOD from wastewater. That is more than sufficient to meet effluent disposal standards set by Government of India. So how many parameters we got? 4. This is third parameter. This is fourth parameter. Fifth parameter is volumetric loading rate. People also call it as organic loading rate or BOD loading rate. V suffix L. This is nothing but total BOD applied by volume of aeration tank. So volumetric loading rate is equal to total BOD applied per unit volume of aeration tank. So how much BOD it can take? Q into YI by V. So volumetric loading rate is Q into YI by V. Substitute Q in MLD, YI in milligram per liter, this in meter cube. You'll get volumetric loading rate in kilogram per day per meter cube. So normally its value is 0.3 to 0.6 kilogram per meter cube per day. This way also you can write. Okay. So whenever volumetric loading rate is given, you are expected to find out volume of aeration tank. Whenever volume of aeration tank is given, you are expected to find out volumetric loading rate. If you put X, then it becomes F by M ratio. Next, sludge volume index. This is also very popular design parameter. We call it as SVI. Sixth parameter. This is worked out by experiment. We take 1 liter of sewage sample. In 1 liter of measuring cylinder, we allow that sewage sample to stand for 1 hour, half an hour time. 1 liter sewage sample containing 1 gram of MLSS. That means 1000 milligram per liter MLSS present in sewage sample allowed to stand in 1 liter gradiated glass jar for half an hour. Then all of the solids present in the sewage, they settle down and accumulate at bottom of the measuring cylinder as a sludge. So volume occupied by this is called, this is sludge. The volume occupied after 30 minutes settling is called, this is volume occupied in ml, ml of sludge after 30 minutes of settling. So sludge volume index is defined as volume occupied in ml. ml means milliliters in ml by 1 gram of MLSS present in 1 liter sewage sample after settling for 30 minutes. After settling for 30 minutes is known as sludge volume index. So there is a definition. By definition, it work out. So for your comfort and convenient, I am writing sludge volume index is equal to, so space occupied in ml, not volume, space. I will write space occupied in ml, otherwise volume of space only, that is. So space occupied in ml, space occupied by x value. So space occupied is substitute in ml, x in grams, you will get answer in ml per gram. So sludge volume index for Indian condition normally vary anywhere between 50 to 150 ml per gram in case of activated sludge process. Okay. For every parameter I gave those values. You want to remember, you remember, otherwise leave it, no problem. Doesn't make much difference. So how to work it out, that is important. So using sludge volume index, you can find out XU concentration. XU concentration in milligram per liter is equal to, it is 10 power 6 by sludge volume index. If you take inverse of sludge volume index, what is the answer you get? Gram per ml. But XU is concentration of MLSS. MLSS in wastewater, when settled down, it became as a sludge. Once it settled down as a sludge, it is no more called as MLSS. It's called as MLSS in sludge. MLSS in effluent become MLSS in sludge. MLSS in sludge is nothing but XU. Therefore, you will get XU by using sludge volume index. So gram per ml, to convert grams into milligrams, 1000. To convert ml into liters, 1 by 1000. Therefore, it becomes 10 power 6 by sludge volume index. So if you take sludge volume index, what you can calculate? XU concentration in the sludge. Okay. Sludge density index. Recently in GATE exam, One time they asked sludge density index also. Sludge density index is simple. So sludge density index is equal to exactly opposite to sludge volume index. What you wrote here? What space occupied in ml by 1 gram of MLSS. Here sludge density index means the weight of 100 ml sludge accumulated at bottom of the measuring cylinder after settling for 30 minutes is known as sludge density index. So it is weight per 100 ml. Sludge density index is equal to 100 by sludge volume index. Sludge density index unit is we express this in which unit system? Gram per 100 ml. If you just invert it gram per ml, you will get, right? A sludge volume index you calculate, you will get ml per gram. If you inverse it, gram per ml you get, but you get 100 per 100 ml you have to work out. Therefore, per ml that much, per 100 ml how much? You have to multiply with 100. So 100 by sludge volume index you take, then you will get sludge density index. Understood? Then one more term is called recycling ratio. So based on these parameters, they are asking questions in GATE exam. QR by Q ratio. So recycling ratio we calculate by mass balance equation. QR by Q is equal to, it is X by XU minus X. So we maintain this QR by Q ratio anywhere between 0.25 to 0.5. To maintain this value QR by Q ratio anywhere between 0.25 to 0.5, so you have to maintain X value anywhere between 1500 to 3000 milligram per liter, and XC value you have to maintain anywhere between 9000 to 12000 milligram per liter. Understood? Then we can maintain QR by Q ratio 0.25 to 0.5. So normal range of X is, we have to maintain 1500 to 3000. Then once they settle down, X only become XU. Then concentration in that settled mass is 9000 to 12000 milligram per liter. Same XU only become XU. Small space, same amount is accommodated. Therefore concentration increases. Understood? Now comment there, or if you are comfortable, then we will solve problems, numericals. Come on, comment. Arjun Kumar and Ankit Kumar, both of you type there whether you are comfortable with these parameters or not. How many total we discussed? That is 6th, this is 7th, this is 8th. 8 parameters. Ankit Kumar and Arjun Kumar, come on. Okay, then if you are comfortable, let us solve few questions related to activated sludge process. Very, very important topic, but GATE exam especially. They keep on asking questions in GATE exam. The more questions you solve, more you become comfortable. Come on, try this question. And average operational data for a conventional activated sludge treatment plant is as follows. 1. Wastewater flow 35,000 meter cube per day. 2. Volume of aeration tank is equal to 10,900 meter cube. 3. Influent BOD 250 milligram per liter. 4. Effluent BOD 20 milligram per liter. 5th, MLSS 2500 milligram per liter. 6th, effluent suspended solids, that is MLSS in effluent. 30 milligram per liter. Waste sludge is suspended solids, that is MLSS in waste sludge. XU, right? I'll write afterwards. Effluent suspended solids means MLSS in effluent. Suspended solids in waste sludge means MLSS in waste sludge. Quantity of waste sludge. Based on this, find aeration period. Can work out all of you? B, F by M ratio, food to microorganisms ratio. C, BOD removal efficiency. D, sludge gauge. Come on. Find out. First one this, second, third, fourth. Work out. Let me see how many will work out. Will it add? Wow. Last page please. Okay. Will it add? Good, very good. Excellent. So what is given to you is, I'll write all the input data for your comfort and convenient. So Q is given 35,000 meter cube per day. V is 10,900 meter cube. Yi is 250 milligram per liter. Y is 20 milligram per liter. X is 2500 milligram per liter. Xc is 30 milligram per liter. Xu is 9700 milligram per liter. And Qw is 220 meter cube per day. Then you have been asked to find out first question, volume of aeration tank. No, aeration period, right? So aeration period is nothing but detention time. This is nothing but detention time. This is equal to volume by flow rate. So volume is 10,900, flow rate is 35,000, meter cube by meter cube per day. You will get answer in days. You want to convert into hours, multiply with 24, then you will get hours. So 10,900 by 35,000 into 24. Then you will get straight away answer in hours. 7.47 hours. That was the answer for first question. Second question. B. What is B? F by M ratio. F by M ratio is equal to Q into Yi minus Ye by V into X. So Q is given as 35,000. This is Yi 250 minus 20. Sometimes in India, Ye being so small, they neglect, they take it as 0. So not like that, better you take and work out. So this is meter cube per day into milligram per liter by meter cube into milligram per liter. So you will get answer in day inverse unit. So 35,000 into 250 minus 20, 230 by 10,900 into 2,500. So it is 0.295 day inverse. That was the answer. Third question, C. What is C? B water mole efficiency. That's so simple. B water mole efficiency is equal to, it is Yi minus Ye by Yi into 100. So it is 250 minus 220 by 250 into 100. Come on, work out. So it is 92%. This is the answer for third question. Next, last question, sludge age in days. Sludge age is nothing but mean cell residence time. Is V into X by QW into XU. Most of the times QE will be given. Then we write QE in terms of Q and QW. So 10,900 into 2,500, QW is 220 into 9,700 plus 35,000 minus 220 into 30. So it is meter cube into milligram per liter by meter cube per day into milligram per liter. We get answer in days. So 10,900 into 2,500, 220 into 9700 plus 35,000 35,000 minus 220 into 30. So it is 8.576 days. I got 8.576. What is your answer? You give me. Give me your answer. Yes, tough question you are not solving. Easy questions you are solving. Where is the answer for sludge age? Very good, Arjun. Congrats. Okay, let us try one more question. That's all. Activate sludge process. So simple, so easy. Those formulae you have to remember. Let us try one GATE question. This is being asked in GATE 2003. Okay. GATE 2012. Yes, going like this. Wastewater related data. Flow rate. Influent BOD. Effluent BOD. Then he has given aeration tank related data. Hydraulic retention time, nothing but detention time only this is. Mean cell residence time. Volume. MLSS. 2000 milligram per liter. Then question is, find, first question, FIM ratio. Second question, the mass of solids wasted. In kg per day from the system. Come on, work out. Two things have been asked to find out. 4 marks question in GATE exam this is. Each one carried 2 marks. How to find out FIM ratio? So Q will substitute in meter cube per day, but given there is in meter cube per hour. How to convert meter cube per hour into meter cube per day? 1 hour is equal to 1 by 24 days. So therefore, this become meter cube per day. 500 into 24. So YA and YE given in the question 150 and 10. Volume also given in the question 4000 meter cube. X also given in the question MLSS 2000 milligram per liter. So meter cube per day into milligram per liter into meter cube into milligram per liter. Okay, you will get 1 by day. Or otherwise you will get 1 by hour as it is you substitute. One workout 500 into 24 into 140, 4000 into 2000. Point 0.21 day in words this is. Second question, mass of solids wasted. Where is that wasted? QW into XU. XE. So what is required? You require this. But unfortunately, so many are missing there. So you can't find out. But what is given indirectly? Mean cell residence time is given in the question. Given no? 240 hours. 240 hours means how many days? 10 days. So mass of solids wasted per day you can also work out by using equation Vx by theta c. Substitute this in meter cube. Substitute V in kilogram per day you require now. X in kilogram per liter. This in days is substitute. Then automatically liter cancel out, you will get kilogram per day. So V given in meter cube. How many meter cube V value? Given in the question 4000 meter cube. 4000 meter cube is how many liters? 4000 into 10 cube liters into X kilogram per liter. But X value given in milligram per liter. X is nothing but MLSS 2000 milligram per liter. How to convert 2000 milligrams into kilograms? 1 by 10 power 6 by theta c given in 4000 meter cube. So 4000 into 10 cube liters. X is equal to 2000 milligram per liter. So 2000 into 1 by 10 power 6 kilogram per liter. And theta c given in 240 hours, which is equal to 10 days. So substitute, then you'll get answer in kilogram per day straight away. Understood? Units, you're supposed to be careful with the units. $4,000 into 10 cube liters, 2000 into 1 by 10 power 6 kilogram per liter by 10 days. So liters into kilogram per liter by days. Then you get answer in kilogram per day. Right now? So 4000 So it is 800 kilogram per day. That is the answer for that question. Liter get cancelled. Left with kilogram per day. Clear now? Hello, sirs. Good. Ankit Kumar. Very good. Try one more question. Last question. With this, everything you can work out. This question is solved. You'll get full practice of activated sludge process. The average operational data pertaining to a activated sludge process is given below. So flow rate of wastewater 10,000 meter cube per day. Influent BOD 150 milligram per liter. Effluent BOD 30 milligram per liter. MLSS in aeration tank. (3,000 milligram per liter). MLSS in underflow 10,000 milligram per liter. F by M is equal to 0.2 day inverse. And theta C is equal to 10 days. Find the following. Volumetric loading rate. Come on, work out. So 8 parameters are there. Rate of return sludge, recycling ratio, sludge volume index, mass of solids wasted per day. What is 2000? Volume? First question answer. F by M is equal to (150 minus 30). X is 3000 milligram per liter. So volume of aeration tank. Come on, work out. 2000, is it right? So 10,000 into 120 by 3000 into 0.2. Yeah, 2000 meter cube. First question right. Come on, similarly work out second question. Aeration period, right? Second question. Nothing but detention time, volume by flow rate. Right? Huh? So volume you got 2000. Flow rate is 10,000 meter cube by meter cube per day. So we'll get answer in days. Multiply with 224, we'll get answer in hours. So 2000 by 10,000 into 24. It is 0.2 days. If you multiply with 24, we will get hours. So 4.8 hours. That was the answer for second question. All of you got this answer? You are not getting means waste. You are waste only, you are utter scrap only then. Very good. BOD, next question. BOD removal efficiency. (120 by 150 into 100). How much it is? %80. So far so good, right? Next. Volumetric loading rate. So Q into YI by V. Substitute Q in MLD, YI milligram per liter, V in meter cube. So MLD into milligram per liter by meter cube, you'll get kilogram. So Q is given as 10,000 meter cube per day, which is nothing but 10 MLD. So which is equal to how much it is? Volumetric loading rate 10 into 150 by 2000. So it is 0.75 kilogram per day per meter cube or kilogram per meter cube per day. That's how we can express. Next, got all of you volumetric loading rate? Any doubt is there? You can ask me. Volumetric loading rate, doubt is there? You can ask me. Okay. Next. Mass of solids wasted. Wasted per day. How to work out? This is nothing but QW into XU plus Q minus QW into XE. Since XE is not given, QW is not given, you can't work out, which is also equal to Vx by theta C. So V is known, 2000 meter cube. I am converting this into liters into XE, Vx. X is given in milligram per liter, converting this into kilogram per liter by theta C, given in the question 10 days. Given now theta C. 10 days is given. So 10. This in days. So this liter get cancelled, you left with kilogram per day. Come on, how many kilogram per day? Only with units properly you need to work out. So 2000 into 1000 into 3000 by 10 power 6 by 10. So it is 600 kilogram per day. Okay. Next, sixth question. That is the sixth question, sludge volume index. The sludge volume index is equal to, in this question, how to convert, especially nothing mentioned regarding how much settled and all, 10 power 6 by XU. Since XU is equal to 10 power 6 by sludge volume index, therefore sludge volume index also equal to 10 power 6 by XU. XU is given in the question. So 10 power 6 by 10,000. So straight away will get gram per ml. So it is 100 gram per ml. Okay. We got 100. Understood? Little practice is required. With practice, things will be perfect to you. Ten power 6 by 10,000. Okay, next. What is 7th question? Recycling ratio. QR by Q is equal to X by XU minus X. So X value is 3000, XU is 10,000 minus 3000. So 3000 by 7000. 0.428. That was the QR by Q ratio. And 8th question. Rate of return sludge. QR is equal to 0.428 times Q. So 0.428 times Q is 10,000 meter cube per day. So 4280 meter cube per day. That was the answer. Rate of return sludge. So 8 questions are there, 8 we have solved. So this is how we work out questions, sir. We will solve some more questions in 8 o'clock session. So today I will be taking one more session, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. We will complete this topic. Okay. And we also start complete trickling filters today. 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. sharp here at this place. Bring all your friends also. So we'll complete ASP remaining questions. Few more questions we'll take. Some more questions and trickling filters also will complete. Okay. So mock exams they are conducting free of cost. You can also join free mock exams and you can enroll for this. Use code GATE Civil. January 8, 15, 22, 29. They are conducting exams. Do join and they also give all India rank also.